Okay, so I'm out on a training hike, and I was up in Bell's Canyon, and the weather changed pretty quickly. Thunder and clouds started to move in, light showers, and we're getting some lightning strikes across the valley. So I want to take this time, one just happened, to go over some lightning safety. I think I'll go head on in with my hike and get out of outside, because there's no real safe place to be outside when you have a lightning storm, especially in the mountains in the backcountry hiking. So let's talk about those tips for in the event it's lightning and thunder and you find yourself outside, and what you can do and what you don't want to do in a lightning storm. Okay, I'm safely back in my yard. You can see I live in the mountains here in Little Cottonwood Canyon, and I'm going to step inside and we'll talk about what to do in the event you get caught outside in a lightning storm. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better now. I'm inside. Each morning when I'm home, I go for a hike right outside of the house. This morning there was some clouds and pretty good cloud cover. Utah in Salt Lake has a big valley, so the weather's moving in from the northwest across the valley, and I'm in the eastern side in Little Cottonwood Canyon, so it kind of comes across in that direction. So as I started out this morning, I saw some beautiful rainbows across the valley, and I was well up on the ridge when I started to see those, and then heard some thunder and eventually saw some lightning strikes. I could see the weather moving across, this rain falling and moving across the valley, and I knew that it was time to retreat. So I wanted to talk a little bit now about what to do in the event of a thunder and lightning storm when you're outside. So some of the times, if we're on a day hike, we can avoid going out in those conditions, and maybe, especially up into the mountains or on ridge lines, hills, summits, peaks, things like that. We want to avoid those at all costs. Pay attention to the weather, look around outside, know the forecast before you go hiking for the day hike, and make a decision whether you can go or not in those kind of conditions. Other times, for us, like on adventures, maybe we're out on a multiple day adventure and we are not going to have shelter or a building for a day or a week or many weeks. So, of course, then we have to just make other decisions how to be outside, but also how to avoid being in a static electricity storm and being in a thunder and lightning storm. If we can and we're outside, what we want to do is go into a sheltered area, which would be a structure like my house here, with a roof and windows and safe from being exposed to static electricity and outdoor elements and lightning. Maybe on a hike, there's other smaller structures that you could be in and safe from, but it's important to avoid the places that you, of course, don't want to be. You want to, as soon as you can see, basically first hear thunder and then see lightning, it's close enough to be a problem for you. So you want to start to retreat down, especially if you're on a summit, a peak, on a mountaintop, a high hillside, a ridge line, anything that's exposing you at the top point to be the first line of something getting hit coming from the sky. So we would want to get down in elevation, avoid those areas. We definitely would want to also avoid laying flat on the ground, to be a big target more or less, especially in a big wide open area. And we would want to avoid being around bodies of water, a pond, a river, running water, streams, things like that. We want to stay away from water because, of course, water would conduct the static to come to it. Also, isolated trees, like it's not safe to go find a big tall tree and be at the base of that tree. If the lightning strikes the top of the tree, it goes straight down the tree and there you are. So you want to be not in, like, if you were in a big field, don't go over into the trees to get out of the rain. And that can be something that people do. Like oftentimes the rain the tree is gonna shelter somebody from the rain, so therefore they might go to the tree. You also never want to use like a rock overhang as shelter or a cliff band as shelter. They're going to conduct, if we're under here, they're going to conduct the lightning and then possibly get you from underneath. Of course, any metal objects. When we're outdoors, what kind of metal objects can we encounter? Maybe there's remote weather stations, antennas in certain areas, especially on ridge lines, because that's where they're effective. Barbed wire fences or fencing, steel fencing, metal grating, that they use for like livestock. Any of that stuff is going to conduct possible electricity, so be more attractive to lightning. So whatever you can do, if you find yourself in a situation where you're outdoors and you are starting to hear thunder, starting to see lightning strikes, you want to start to make the decision to retreat from any high areas, any ridge tops or hills, mountain tops. Start to descend. Try to get out of areas that are going to be more exposed, and start to make your way down to safety. Get in a car at the trailhead if you can, or a shelter, kind of the shelters that they have in remote areas. Maybe they have lean-to type shelters or something like that. But try to avoid those common areas of being high, exposing yourself in the trees, around metal objects or water sources. It's usually something that you can avoid if you make some good decisions. You pay attention to the weather. We should always be looking up into the sky and have good situational awareness when we're outdoors, thinking about all of the outdoor elements. It's why I don't really hike with music and tune myself out to the environment outside. So travel safely, hike safely, enjoy the outdoors safely, and avoid any kind of thunder or lightning storms at all costs.